Hi, I'm Sam Orlich, a product specialist for Heritage Audio here in Madrid, Spain. And today I'd like to talk to you about our new product, the HERCHILD Model 670. Now we've got the back panel of our HERCHILD Model 670. As you see, it's just full of valves, 22 in total. Even the side chain is completely tube driven. One thing of special notice here are exclusively made input and output transformers. Input transformers are UT26 from Atelier Magnetics, and the output transformers are from Cinemag. That would be the Triad HS52. Okay, now this thing is really simple to get going. You just simply take a XLR connector that's coming from maybe your preamp or your tape deck or your DAW. Slip that into the input here. And then you take another cable, grab the female side, slip that into the gold-plated XLR connector. And then you grab the other end of that, which would be the male side, and you slip that into your tape deck or your interface. And that's just as simple as that. You're ready to go. Well, should mention as well, also has a standard IEC connector for the power supply. First thing you'll notice is a control to make sure that the plate current is symmetrical for the valve response above and below. It's also adjustable here with these screws. Then you run into the input gain itself. Got about 0 in the middle, all the way up to about 12 dBs. We've got the threshold. These are all detinted controls, so it's easy to recover a setting. Then we have the DC threshold, which is very similar to a ratio control. Starting off, basically no compression, then all of a sudden hard limiting, and then slowly adjusting it to give a more progressive response. Then you have the time control response from 1 to 6. These are starting off with a quicker attack, quicker release, still a pretty fast attack, slightly slower release, and also pretty quick attack and a slower release, and then moving on to slower attack, faster release, progressively moving up. We also have a side chain filter here, selectable from 50 all the way up to 350, 4 different positions. And then we have the link feature here. As you see, you've got 2 different channels here, the stereo left on the top and the right on the bottom. Or if you're using it in a mid-side type thing, you've got the lateral on the top and the vertical on the bottom, similar to the side and the mid. So anyway, for the links here, you can either have individual, which is 2 completely individual channels. You can link it, and in this setting, whichever side has the loudest signal peak is the one that takes priority. And then we have the lateral vertical setting, similar to mid-side, and then also the lateral vertical linked. Okay, well, thanks for spending this time with us. I hope we've been able to answer any questions you might have had. Nonetheless, if you still have any doubts, feel free to get in contact with us through our webpage. We'd also like to take this moment to mention we do offer a mono version of this, the HERCHILD Model 660.